Hey guys, welcome back to Mindful May. I feel like it's been a while since I've done like a fun video. My videos recently have been sew-alongs and patterns that I'm dropping, and my baby is going to be born in just a few weeks, and I just wanted to get one more fun video out in the world, and I've got some ideas in mind for some projects. Shockingly, I have not really made anything for my baby in this pregnancy like I thought I would, and maybe it's just the countdown to baby or it's nesting. I don't really know, but I have all these things I want to make, so I'm gonna try to make them this week. Starting with knitting him a beanie. So I haven't really successfully knit anything from start to finish. I did try to learn how to knit beginning of last year, this year, I don't know what year it is, but I haven't knit anything since. I'm going to start with the baby beanie, and hopefully that will help me to feel successful and help build my confidence. So starting with the baby beanie, I have this fabulous yarn that I thrifted. I do love colorful stuff for baby and toddler, but I thought I might go a little more neutral for the hat just so it goes with more outfits. I also already had the yarn. I didn't want to buy anything new. I'm trying to use what I have. That brings me into my second project, which is baby pants or toddler pants. I really think these will be more fun when he's like 2. So I'm going to pick a size that ranges from like 18 months to 2 years using the Bounce toddler pants. This is a pattern that my friend recommended, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to make it without the lining, and honestly I haven't picked out the fabric yet, but we're going to get there. Third project is designing a graphic tee. I love a graphic tee on a toddler. I think it's so stinking cute. I'm not sure what size I'll end up ordering, but I have a few ideas for graphics in my mind. Either something to do with fruit. I keep having this idea to do one that says cool beans on it. My husband thinks it's so silly, but it's something that I say a lot, like, oh, cool beans. It's very junior high, but I imagine a little graphic of a can of beans like wearing sunglasses or something. And I think it'd be cool for a kid. And then fourth project, if I get all these done, is to finish another diaper bag using my Meadow Diaper Tote pattern that I just released. The first few prototypes I made, I like, but I wanted to do one in a little more of a neutral for my personal diaper bag. So I already have those fabrics picked out. I've started the quilting process. I just need to finish it. So wish me luck. Hopefully I can get these projects done before the baby's born. Let's see if I can do it. I'm starting with the toddler pants. I've got all my pieces cut out. I picked some leftover cotton kind of gauzy fabric that I was gifted from Long & Craft from this video when I made the Solig dress. I actually had quite a bit left over, like this whole long strip on the side, and that was perfect for all of the little pant legs. I don't plan on doing a lining just because I don't want to. I didn't want them to be too thick, so I am going to finish the edges. This pattern does not require you to finish any edges, but I'm going to start assembling them. I'm feeling pretty tired today, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm determined to get this done before my baby comes. It's not even that like they need to be done because they're 2T. I just have like a few other projects I want to get started on, and I don't want to leave a bunch of things half done. Like that feels not great. So I'm gonna get these done today. I think they'll come together pretty quickly. Knock on wood. Cute. One front, one back, right sides together. I have to tell you guys about the coolest package that I'm getting in the mail today. So we had a baby shower. We were just so blown away and blessed by all of our friends and family giving us gifts and just like showering our baby. It was such a wonderful day. And at the end, really the only thing that we had left on the registry was a high chair. And ultimately we're like, well, we don't really need one until several months along till he can like at least hold his own head up. So we'll just worry about that later. Probably get one off Facebook Marketplace. And I had a brand reach out to me. It's called Lalo. I wasn't familiar with the brand, but they offered to send us a high chair in the color of my choice. So I chose sage green, and it should arrive today, and I'm so excited. I was blown away. I was like, you want to give it to me? Like, why? I can't even believe this is my life sometimes, that I like make videos, make content, and brands want to either work with me or give me nice gifts. And that one was just so perfect. I just had to mention that because it was just so perfectly timed and such a blessing. Like UPS is outside my front door. I think it's coming. The Braxton Hicks contractions are no joke. I don't have a lot of serger thread, so I'm just going with red. I think I have like white, navy, and beige, and red. So red it is. And it was already on there. Okay, right sides together. We're doing this like inseam. All right, the legs are assembled and have been edge stitched. I just love and appreciate an edge stitch. Makes it look so clean. Now we're gonna go right sides together. This slides in here, and then we're gonna sew this curved line. I need to grab some pins. All right, since I'm doing no lining, I'm just making little pant cuffs. So I did like a 1/2 inch roll, double roll on each pant leg. So I'm just going to hem that up. This is how they're looking so far. I don't know why this color and texture makes me think of Lord of the Rings and like Hobbit pants, but that's how they feel to me. All right, time to work on the waistband. The waistband was pretty simple to put together, and now right sides together on all the notches. Okay, this is the back, and this one goes in the back. My goodness, this is gonna be so cute. So we've got all 4 seams pinned. All right, we'll sew this waistband on, finish the edge, and then there was a little gap for the elastic, which is super cute. We'll feed that through. Sewn on and finished. Time to feed the elastic through this little gap I made. Okay, elastic is through. And then we stitch in the ditch in the back. Okay, project number 1 turned out great. How cute are these? Oh my gosh. I haven't really looked at like the clothes that I've collected for him in a while. I've just been busy doing other things. And when I look at teeny tiny little clothes, they're just so cute. I think he's gonna rip a hole in these like the first day he wears them. But then I can add like fun little patches wherever they rip. And I think that's gonna be fun. This was so easy to whip up, guys. I think that was like less than an hour. So, so cute. Okie dokie, guys. I finished the graphic design and ordered the sample. So I had originally worked on the like cool beans idea and just like couldn't really figure out how to place like the sunglasses with the can of beans, and like, is the can of beans a character that's wearing sunglasses? It was just becoming kind of a headache and annoying. So I decided to go really simple. From there, I went to like snack foods and some designs that I had worked on previously and pulled them together with a font that I recently bought off of Etsy, but still didn't really love it. I think text on shirts is just hard for me. I don't know how it's gonna end up being placed, and I wanna make sure it's in the center. So I decided to go really basic and what I think is super cute, and that's with the strawberries. So whipped that design up fairly quickly and then ordered the sample in the cream color. I like the natural color, and I think it's gonna look so cute with the little pants and then the brown beanie that I'm making. It's gonna be so cute. Now I'm debating, I feel like I can work on the diaper bag. I can knit today, or I think it would be so fun to have like a thrifted component or a secondhand component for the shoes, just to like make a full outfit for him. But I'm just giving myself more things to do. But I'm really excited. Ordered the sample, should be here in a couple business days, and we'll see how it works out. Fingers crossed. Usually Printify does really well. I think the design is super cute. As simple as it is, it's really fun in all of the colors that I chose, the variations. I chose blue and pink and green, white and cream. So a little bit of something for everybody. I think I also picked yellow. I wish it was more of a butter yellow, but wanted to have that option there. So I think next I'll knit for a little bit or continue the quilting on my diaper bag. We're just keeping the good times rolling. Okay, the ribbing is done. I think it looks really good. But now it's snack time. My husband and I have been loving and enjoying these bars from Scout Organic, who is kindly sponsoring this video. These bars are so tasty. They are plant-based, organic, dye-free, and just have natural and very simple ingredients, which is something we really value. I've also shared them with family and friends, and absolutely everyone that I have shared them with thinks they are so good. They mention the taste, the texture, the ingredients. So far, everyone's really impressed. The cookies especially, no one likes a crunchy cookie, least of all me, so I love that these are soft baked cookies. And they have such good flavors. These are so nice to just throw in a bag. I keep a few in my glove box just to have on hand when hunger strikes, which lately is all the time. And I cannot wait to give them to my future kiddos. I think they're gonna like them. Scout kindly gave me a discount code. It's May in all caps, and that will get you 20% off. It's super fun to go on their website and build your own box. You can throw together any combo you want and get a nice discount. So go check it out. Get yourself some tasty and fun snacks from Scout Organic. Alrighty guys, the beanie's looking good. I'm up to the DPNs and doing my decrease rounds, and that's about it. That's the update. I must say, I don't really love knitting. I thought I would because I love other crafty artistic outlets, but knitting has just not really been my favorite. I don't know if I'm just like have a bad form or need to do it more or what, but I feel like it's uncomfortable for my hands after I knit for a while. They hurt, and like moving the yarn on the needles, I'm like constantly poking my own fingers, and I think I knit too tight, which of course is my own problem. I don't know. I might just need to make some knitting friends so someone can encourage me to keep going. It just doesn't feel as satisfying as other like crafty outlets. Ow. And when you make a mistake, sometimes you don't know it until like a few rows, and then to undo it, you have to undo all the stuff you just did. Whereas with sewing, you can use a seam ripper and like just go back to that little part and then continue on. So knitting is just kind of, it's a different art form, and I'm not so sure I'm gonna continue doing it after I make this beanie for my little baby. So I've got a bit of a ways to go. I'm kind of just chipping away at it, mostly in the evenings. Like, I don't feel like it should be this hard. I'm still waiting for the t-shirt to arrive. It says it shipped, but it hasn't started tracking yet, and I'm honestly not sure if it'll get here in time. I have to post this video on a certain day, so if the shirt's not here, then I'll just have to show it to you later. And it is what it is. But I do want to finish that diaper bag because the pattern is so cute and the fabrics are so cute. So I'm looking forward to that. Thankfully, these are projects that I can do like sitting and relaxing in, I call this my pillow palace, trying to stay upright because at the time I'm recording this, my due date is in 4 days. And it's just important to be like upright and sitting forward. So just trying to do all the things right for baby's position. And same with quilting. Like I can just make the quilting lines, get that sewing done, and that's fairly relaxing to me because I've already made that bag like 4 times. So the knitting, not so much, but at least I can sit down. Okie dokie guys, the beanie is done, and I've only ever made 2 beanies in my life, and they're both pretty bad. It's kind of like pointy. It reminds me of those pixie hats. I don't know that I decreased correctly, but again, it's only the second thing I've ever knit. I think it's decent. I'm just not sure if knitting is for me, but I am proud that I finished it and it resembles a hat. So that's something. But let's just move on to the next project. Okie dokie, the bag is done. and she's looking real cute. I decided to go for the simpler version, which does not include the shoulder strap, because that just felt like a little too cumbersome, though I like that option. I am very pleased with how it came out. I really like the lining color with the main fabric and kind of the contrast of the vertical stripes with the 45-degree angle quilted lines. Overall, I'm very proud of it. I think it's super cute, and I'm excited to use it as my own personal diaper bag. I am still patiently awaiting the graphic tee. It says it's out for delivery, so I hope that's accurate. It says it's in Boise, so I hope it comes today. Guess what showed up during dinner? Okie dokie, moment of truth. It's not that great. I do not know what went wrong. It's like kind of blurry and like looks like the colors bled. That is so strange. Well, that's disappointing. I'll show you a close-up, but it's not great. It's not crisp at all. It kind of looks like it was like done once and then smudged. I might have to contact them because it doesn't look great. That's too bad. That is also a first for Printify. I don't want to write them off completely because my last 2 prints with them were pretty good, but this is quite sad. Well, that's kind of a bummer way to end this project, but everything else turned out pretty good. I love the diaper bag and the pants most of all. The beanie was kind of like meh, but good practice. And then this was a fail. So not everything is amazing or successful, which is a good lesson. So I'm gonna send them an email, but in the meantime, thanks so much for watching. The next time you see me, I might have a baby, which is crazy. Thanks so much for being here. Subscribe to Mindful May for more videos in the future, probably featuring a cute little baby. Cheers, guys.